All rise. In the case of Ethan and Gwen Winthrop versus Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald, we are now ready to begin the proceedings. The Honorable Judge Ellis presiding.
Take a seat, everyone. So, I read over the motion a couple of times, in fact, and I still can't believe it. In all my years on the bench, never have I seen a case quite like this one, and I honestly don't even know where to begin. But I will make a stab at it, otherwise we'll be here all day, and I'm sure no one wants that. Now, I can see that the petitioner, Ethan Winthrop, is also counsel, so perhaps we should start with him. Mr. Winthrop, why don't you present your case to us?
Excuse me, Your Honor, if I may have your indulgence before we start.
Yes, well, what is it, Ms. Lopez Fitzgerald?
I just wanted to remind the court that I'm here representing myself, and I was wondering if I might question Mr. Winthrop first.
Okay, what is she doing?
I don't know.
While that is highly irregular, Ms. Lopez Fitzgerald, so is this entire case. So, fine. I'll allow it.
What is that bitch up to?
Go ahead, Ms. Lopez Fitzgerald. You may begin your questioning.
Thank you, Your Honor. What's happened to you, Ethan? How have you become?
This is ridiculous.
Sorry.
You're certainly not the man that I always believed you were. The man who always cared so deeply about doing the right thing. A man who was always looking out for others. You've changed. When you turned your back on helping me and little Ethan, I was shocked. I couldn't believe that you would do something like that. And then when you went through with the adoption, I thought I'd seen your worst, but I was wrong. Because now you're trying to force me to abort your own child. My God, Ethan. This child that is growing inside of me is yours and Gwen's baby. How can you just sit here and ask a judge to make a ruling to force me to get rid of it? How can you want me to abort your baby, Ethan? How? How can you do it, Ethan? How can you force me to abort your child? It's yours and Gwen's. Please, just answer me. How?
You have to understand something. You crossed a line. You crossed a line ethically, morally, as a human being, and what you did was beyond reason.
Ethan, nothing is beyond reason when it's about protecting your child, and that's what you need to understand. See, I am willing to do anything to get my son back.
Anything. Teresa, my God, you took Gwen's and my embryo and implanted it in you. I mean, why didn't you just let the surrogate go through with the pregnancy?
You know why. To get my son back.
Here's what you don't know. Once Gwen and I had our own biological child, I was gonna make sure that you got little Ethan back.
Well, that would never happen, Ethan.
I'm telling you the truth. It was always my plan.
Ethan, it may have been in your plan, but not your wife's. Gwen would never give me my son back.
Once we had our baby, of course she would. She is a good woman. She would want to do the right thing.
You just don't get it. See, I had hoped the same thing. But I talked to Rebecca, and she told me that since both of you are little Ethan's legal guardians, that it would take both of you to agree to give me my child back, and that Gwen would never let that happen, not in a million years.
What?
It's the truth. Gwen would never give me my child back, ever. Rebecca told me that.